So Susan, Neil, and Andrea, what drew you into the sport of figure skating?
I was drawn into the sport simply by bringing our two daughters into the sport when they were both very, very young. And I won't tell you how many years ago because, well, ladies don't want to give their ages away. But it was a long time ago. And they became quite seriously interested in it, as did Andrea, particularly. And from there, it just evolved into becoming involved in figure skating clubs. And I became involved in different positions in figure skating clubs, both in Brantford and Cambridge, and got involved further up in the chain in terms of being on the section board for the figure skating club in Ontario. That's in Western Ontario. And the involvement just kept on going, and I became very interested in it.
So this question is more geared to Susan and Andrea, but do you have any mentors that have had an impact on your life or your sport or your career?
I think all the coaches we've dealt with from when we were little up to Rhapsody, the coaches, the choreographers, the parents, fellow skaters. I think they're all, in a way, a mentor to us as skaters and as what we've grown into. I mean, all part of our lives and making us who we are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think for me, I remember seeing Dorothy Hamill when I was a little girl skating, and I don't know, she just so inspired me so much, and she made me want to be a better skater. And then the first coach that really put value in me as a skater was Joan Sherman, and so I think I'm indebted to her. And she was also fun. A lot of coaches maybe weren't fun, but she still had that fun piece, and that kind of excited me more. And then once we got into the precision end, and Wayne Francis was just a phenomenal coach for precision and for Rhapsody, and he just brought a whole fire to it that I'd really never seen before. So I really credit my two coaches probably the most.
Now I'm going to ask this of all three of you, but maybe I'll start with Susan, you first. How has the sport of figure skating impacted your life?
Well, I think when we first started out, you're learning the dedication, you're learning the discipline, and I think that all of that and all the people you meet, it makes us who we are. It lets us love a sport that we're willing to do anything for, and it builds character.
I think that I think the discipline is important part of it, but I think it also kind of gave me some lessons in that you can have fun doing something you love and be successful at it, and it also taught me that nothing's really impossible, because this really was a grassroots, something that started in the small town of Brantford, and we were able to go to all these fantastic places with all these top tier skaters and perform at a level that I never would have thought was possible when I was in the Flashing Blades when I was 7 years old. So it taught me that don't limit yourself, believe in yourself, go for it, and nothing's impossible.
To me, it was, I think deep down inside I saw what I was doing was hopefully not only giving the girls or the skaters an opportunity of perhaps a lifetime, but I felt I was exposing them to things that, well, of course I knew I was exposing to things that they would probably not have a chance of doing ever. And to me, that was a sense of helping them, to grow, to learn from the different experiences, different places of the world, of having them involved in a team effort or an organization where they learned how to work together, how to travel together, how to live together, which were things that will be valuable as they left the team and joined the world, got married, had children, life lessons, I guess, and you get it on skates. that they could take away with them.
Now, this is for all three of you again. Andrea, I'll start with you this time. What does it mean being inducted into the Sports Hall of Recognition?
That's pretty significant. It's pretty humbling, but it feels pretty special. And it's nice that it's here in Brantford, which is my hometown, and a city full of really high-level athletes, actually. And so the fact that it's been acknowledged and accepted here also gives me a lot of pride and kind of confirmation that what we did was really special and people did really value it. So it's pretty nice.
Andrea had it right with humbling. It's an incredible honor. There's such an amazing group of athletes in the Sports Hall of Recognition, and to think that we are one of them it's just amazing. And to think that we were inducted in by Brantford, it's an incredible feeling and humbling, and makes us very proud of our sport and what we've accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
When the vision first came for Rhapsody on Ice, putting it together, and through all the tours that we've taken, all the places we've traveled, all the airplane rides we've had, all the escapes we've had from things that could have gone wrong, right through to the end. There's not once that it had ever crossed my mind that we might wind up inducted into any kind of a Sports Hall of Recognition. That wasn't the reason for doing it. So it wasn't anything that was part of my purpose of doing it. So when it happened, it was humbling, tremendously humbling. It was an honor just to be recognized with the other inductees in the Sports Hall of Fame.
Susan, do you have any advice for a young, aspiring athlete?
I would say try different sports, find a sport or an activity you enjoy, you love, have fun with it, stick with it, make the most of it, because you just never know where it can take you.
Andrew?
Yeah, I think those are good words. Yeah, I think maybe a good thing is just to remember it's not always going to be fun. It's a lot of hard work, and a lot of times it looks like everybody else is having a lot more fun than you're having, and it's a lot of sacrifice. But you know what? If you love it and you're growing in it, it'll bring you so many benefits down the road, and you just never know what door might open because you decided to stay with it. So.
Don't let your limits be limited. Always go beyond what you think you can do. And the motto we had for Rhapsody on Ice was, hold on tight to your dream. Hold on tight to your dream.
Well, thanks for checking out our video. We welcome you to check out other videos on our inductees at our YouTube channel or our website, BrantfordAreaSportsHall.ca. Better yet, we'd love to see you come down to the Sports Hall located at the Wayne Gretzky Sports Center. We hope to see you soon.